For the uninitiated, my name is Bobby Yant, the motherfucking Inhuman, and I'm a nice guy, too. Fuck with me. But we ain't here to talk about me now. We're talking about my man Burbs, MC Burberry, and he's the best in the UK. True, no question. He's a nice guy, too, till you talk that stupid shit. That's when you force my man to strike back.
On the mic, I'm like a nightmare. Been spitting fire since I was up in a high chair. I'd step on you bitches and leave you right there. But I get shy on my nice white Nike Airs. You ain't worth the trouble, don't mean to burst your bubble, but I'm heartless so much that it hurts to cuddle. And I'm in a different league to you all right now. You're all floating in the sea and I'm the lighthouse. I'm looking down and you clowns are drowning. There's thousands around and yet you're all making the same damn sound. It puts me in an awful mood, and plus I'm sick of hearing shit made with auto-tune. Yo, I flow like liquid, I don't need no dipshit in the studio to boost it, so I make a quick win. I'm sicker than you with any equipment equipped. You can flip any stitches, bitches still gonna get whipped.
Kiss my ass, kiss my ass. Y'all motherfuckers can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, kiss my ass, kiss my motherfucking ass. And you can also suck my dick. You think you the shit, you ain't the fucking shit. You think you can spit this slick, you can't spit. You better learn who you fucking with, bitch.
Spitting spectacular lyrical acrobats. Even the guy in the mirror isn't half as classical that I was just chop liver and pass the back, but blast them back with a mass attack on a massive. I've always been number one, baby, that's a fact. Don't need to be on grind daily for practice raps or rap battle, no bodies in bars, that's a past. I just do it as a hobby, I'm not strapped for cash. But yet, I'm still better and I'm still the meta. Your girl still wants my dick and I'm still gonna let her. I'm still gonna get her wetter than you could ever. Might as well wish you well in your future endeavors. But really, who could ever think they're better than me? They're just babies in this game, I got that veterancy. I hear you talking about you walking around with heat all day. Maybe you're just thinking about your character from GTA.
Kiss my ass, kiss my ass, kiss my ass. Y'all motherfuckers can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, kiss my ass, kiss my motherfucking ass. You can also suck my dick. You think you the shit, you ain't the fucking shit. You think you can spit this slick, you can't spit. You better learn who you fucking with, bitch.
I drop bombs like rooting, there's no disputing. And if they try to deny it, then I'll find a renew them. I'm a blowing my own trumpet, I'm violently tuning. They can step up to me, but you'll be Ryan to do it. You're no competition, you're not even kind of a nuisance. Are they on my radar? It's just I'm flying too great. Defining gruesome when I rhyme, find someone who can find a solution to deny my revolution. The rhymes you're introducing are mind pollution and suicide inducing. Who in their right minds producing them? I wanna find a hallucinogen and do some again and spook them when they can see what I can still do with a pen. I'm looking for a veteran, not new to offend. Forever running circles round and watch me move them again. You're not illegible, you're terrible, dude. You can pretend, but you'll be begging me to please bring this feud to an end.
Kiss my ass, kiss my ass, kiss my ass. Y'all motherfuckers can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, kiss my ass, kiss my motherfucking ass. Kiss my ass, kiss my ass. Y'all motherfuckers can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, kiss my ass, kiss my motherfucking ass. Kiss my motherfucking kiss my ass. Suck my fucking kiss my ass. Kiss my motherfucking kiss my ass. Suck my fucking dick.
I couldn't have said it better myself, man.
No, I'm just playing. No, I'm not. Suck my dick. Hell, yeah.
Yes. Can I have a mic check? Mic check 1, 2. Don't want to be shouting. You know what I mean? Let's get it right. Yeah, boy. So let's see who's in the chat there. Stevie boy, what's happening, Stevie? Hope you had a good Christmas. I hope everyone had a good Christmas. It'll be easier just to say that, won't it? Fairy Fizz, yes, Fairy Fizz. Bosh. She quiz queen. Oh, Brian Fast. You gotta have a fast finger as well, Fizz. You gotta have a fast finger, you know what I mean? No crying. Get a few more in before I say the rules, yeah? Lou Don's there, but usually she lasts about 5 minutes. Or unless she's winning. If she's winning the quiz, she'll probably stay, you know what I mean? So obviously, you know, I haven't done one of these for a while. Dennis, what's happening? Dennis, hope you're good, mate. I don't know if Fairy Fizz is thinking that's another Dennis, but could be right. This is my mate, Dennis. Fizz, who I work with, yeah, or used to work with. You know what I mean? Used to work. Fucking hell, what's work? Fucking hell. Northern King's in. He fancies his chances as well, you know. King, you don't have to stop your live, you know, mate. We've got Lambo on there. You know what I mean? Yes, I was wondering where you were, you know. In fact, I always notice when you're not in, mate, because you are an OG. And he's a bit of a quizzer as well, you know. In fact, bit of a quizzer. And he's fast. He's, you know, he's fast with his disses, isn't he? So you have got to you've got to be good with both your thumbs, like. Axel, if you win, mate, basically, you know, you got the bragging rights for a week, haven't you? Got a bragging right for a week and less. I'll see how it goes. And I might do, there might be another one midweek, but it's the bragging rights, isn't it? But if you want a kebab, I'll get you a shawarma. Never even had one of them shawarma things. Yes, Celtic, you old cunt. I always like it when Celtic comes in, because then I'm not the oldest one in the show, you know what I mean? And PP as well. I know the people that get in early, you know, they usually have, I get a few questions in, don't I, and they get a head start. But 2 more minutes and we'll be starting. So these questions, Kieran, what's happening? I think we all know the rules, don't we? As I told Axel today, I think he already knew that I did patent the first three correct answer rule, which is absolutely, I just think it's genius, you know, because you've got 3 chances, haven't you, basically? And these questions, I have been up all night trying to get a mixture. There will be like genres, you know what I mean? We will have like, there'll be 4 genres, but I have been up all night making sure I get the right balance, you know what I mean? So if you do get one right and you're not fast enough, don't be downhearted, because there will be chances to get points back at the end of every round. 10 questions, 4 rounds. We've got music first. First 3 correct answers on my screen, by the way, and the host does have the final say. Any bullshit, and Louise, you'll have to deal with Louise, like. I know. Try to do about 10 things at once, mate, you know what I mean? PP, well, git. Is PP older than Celtic? Not sure about that. Boy Rabbit in. Right, I think it's about time ago. Cartman's in. Yes, Cartman. So we all happy with music, yeah? There's your chick. What's happening? So the first few. Before I get all the names down, because I'm just writing the names down as they get the correct answers, and obviously I've got a bad hand, you all know that. So I think you'll all understand if I'm slightly slower. Greg, Mishi, what's on them? Mishi. Right, round 1. Let's get it going. First 3 correct answers. What was Take That big comeback hit in 2006? What was Take That big comeback hit in 2006? Celtic, honestly can't write with my right hand. It's not really like my fire. Yes, we've got 3 correct answers there. 3 correct answers. It was patience. Sophie there, little ghost of Sophie. Need a little patience. Axel, yes, mate, you got in there second. It was patience and fact. Notification. 2 people said shine. Good start, Sophie. I don't know if Sophie's been in before, but respect. Axel, and fact notification on the board. Robert Lee, what's happening? Robert Lee, Kieran. Kieran, I can't believe I had Crystal Palace in my bet. They're the first team. Tottenham have had 2 goals disallowed as well, and they're still winning 1-0. So, question number 2. Who released the album Let Go in 2003? Who released the album Let Go in 2003? DJ, what's happening? New subscriber, Sophie, respect. Selwyn Frogger, to respect. If I don't shout your name out when you've got it right, I'm waiting till there's 3 correct answers, because that's giving clues to people who don't know that. What's happening, Trace? Big up, Trace. Right, you're on it, Axel. You know the score, mate. We have Axel got it with Avril Lavigne. Dennis is on the scoreboard, and PP. As we know, PP's a great Avril Lavigne fan. Got all her albums. Isn't that right, PP? Along with all his Westlife albums, you know. White Tea. If I miss you in the chat, I will get you next time. Manchester 121. Oh yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Very nice. Like I say, I've got a few mods in the chat. Question number 3. Which Rihanna song spent 10 weeks at number 1 in 2007? Which Rihanna song spent 10 weeks at number 1 in 2007? You are a skater boy, PP. Yes, Randy, I knew you'd be here, mate, Ghosted. Yes, and Randy's back at his umbrella. Oh, good chat's going fast now, man, and he might need an adjudicator here. Oh, Randy, you just sneaked in there because my mate Fairy Fizz was first. Great song, that one, eh? Ella, Kieran, you were second, mate, with Umbrella. Who was third? Let me have a look at this. So, Fairy Fizz, Kieran, Randy, yes, Randy. Axel's lost his 100% record there. He won't be happy. Got him on the ropes, people. You got him on the ropes. Under my umbrella. Question 4. Chemical gases, what's happening? Strawberry Mel. Alex Turner is the lead singer of which band? Alex Turner is the lead singer of which band? In full flow, what's happening, mate? Big up the northeast. Randy's back. It was the Arctic Monkeys. Dennis, you were second. Fact notification, you were third. Tennis, fact notification, and Randy, yes. Facts. How many have you got right, mate? I need to concentrate. I've got 4 people on 2 points. Question 5. Well, it's all to play for. Who featured on Eminem's hit Stan? Who featured on Eminem's hit Stan? Yes, we all know that one. Dido. Dido was all over it, wasn't she? Please don't call, I'm wondering why. Fairy Fizz was first. Randy was second. And Kieran, straight in there with Dido. Randy takes the lead. 3 points after 5. 3 out of 5. Right. So I just want to say, right, if you get any spellings wrong, right, I'm not too fussy about you getting correct spellings. If I know what you're on about, right, then I'm going to use my I'm going to make a judgment for myself. If you take the piss and you just want to be fastest, with that in mind, what did JLS stand for? What did JLS stand for? Oh, who said they're too easy? They won't be saying that soon. Right. Axel, you got it right, mate. Don't worry about I will see like who was first. It is Jack Lad Swing. Now you give me my first problem of the night. Who's got next? PP's got Jack the Lad. Sorry, PP. DJ very close. Just Lad singing. Salty Balls, I'm going to give you that because I like your name as well. And Tracy, you can have a point on the board as well. So Axel, Tracy, and Salty Balls. Jack Lad Swing. Donny Boy, what's happening? Yes, Donny Boy. Question 7. Which band had a hit with That's Not My Name? Which band had a hit with That's Not My Name? Who said they were easy? Oh, PP, I know, I'll take that into consideration, mate, don't worry. And your age as well. Whoa, Axel's on it. The Ting Tings. It is the Ting Tings. Second to that one was second. Selwyn Froggatt. Magic. That's what he used to say there. Used to watch that show. Jesus, you must be old, Selwyn. Like, that was probably out in early 80s, wasn't it? Bill Maynard. So Axel, Selwyn Froggatt, and SJ. I'm sure I know who SJ is, but not with that handle. I'm a little bit unsure, but you're on the board. Ting Tings. Question 8. Who was known as the King of Skiffle? Who was known as the King of Skiffle? I think PP should know this, like, because PP still does the skiffle, doesn't he? I mean, hope you good, Donny Boy, mate. Selwyn, yeah, man. Amanda, Northern King, yeah, boy. The King of Skiffle. It was Lonnie Donegan, yes. Does anyone know actually what skiffle is? Lonnie Donegan, he's the, so skiffle must be the sort of, Boy Rabbit, you've got a point there, mate. Well done, Boy Rabbit. Is skiffle a type of music, is it? Or is it a dance? Who's third? Who's got a point there? Who's the last one? It's a northern thing, is it? Good guess, Fairy Fizz. Buddy Holly. It's wrong, though. And Tracy, doubling a points tally there. So if some of these questions are hard, yeah, and, you know, Googling is not, it's not illegal, right, in this. It's not illegal. Obviously, it's better if you know it. You know the answer. You're still going to beat someone who's Googling, you know. It's okay to Google. Don't admit it, though. Because we'll be getting harder questions. Question 9. Who had a huge hit with China in Your Hand? Who had a huge hit with China in Your Hand? What a great song. China in Your Hand. It is, Fizz. It's cheating yourself. That's what it's doing. Yes, of course, it's to power. I knew Tracy would get that. I knew Tracy would get that. China in Your Hand. We might get Tracy on later on to sing that for us. Ooh, hang on a minute. To power. Thick Thighs in there. Thick Thighs. Good job I rewound there. If we do need a steward's inquiry and I miss one, do tell me, and I will take it back, because Thick Thighs. Well done, mate. Point to you. Tracy, you still got a point, mate. You were second. 80s is my scene, like. Selwyn Froggatt. His song was probably out after Selwyn Froggatt, wasn't it? You've just doubled your points tally there, mate. Right, last question in round 1. Scientist Dr. Brian Cox was the keyboard player with which chart-topping 1990s band? Scientist Dr. Brian Cox was the keyboard player with which chart-topping 90s band? Some great guesses there, great guesses. We've got 3 answers. I've seen them. It is D. Reen. I didn't even know that. Fizzy, I'm going to give you that. Because you were fast. And I can clearly see what you mean. Things can only get better. Fact, you even put the gap in it, mate. You even put the gap in. What a man. was close for third, you know, but it's Axel. It's Axel, guys. And that's round one over with. And we have, with 6 points, 60% strike rate, Axel. And we have second place, 4 people, Tracy, Randy, Fairy Fizz, and Fax Notification. 2 points, Dennis, Kieran, Selwyn Froggatt. And on the board with 1 point, Sophie, PP, Salty Balls, SJ, Boy Rabbit, Thick Thighs. So just so I get a feeling of what you think. So 1 to 10 on the hardness of that first round, 10 being hard. Don't worry, Randy, it all evens itself out. You know, but I was talking to a few people today, and we have got something 5, 0, 6, 5, 8. Remember, we're just warming up. Yep. Oh, Thick Thighs. You'll know for next time. You'll know for next time, mate. So, I thought long and hard about this for round 2. Remember, it will get mixed. It will all even itself out, yeah. But we're going to go for sport. Don't worry, women. Ten sport questions. Question number 1. What is Tiger Woods' real first name? What is Tiger Woods' real first name? It is Eldrick. And let's not get it right. Let's not get it twisted. He is the most famous golfer in the world. Axel, Nova and King. Am I going to have to put Nova and King down here, am I? Give you a point there, Nova and King. PP. I know PP's into his golf. Yeah. Any questions like about cheating will be discussed at the end, and if there's any proof of cheating, it will be sorted out at the end. Don't worry. Question 2. Of what sport was Max Baer the top exponent? Of what sport was Max Baer, B-A-E-R, top exponent? Max Baer. What's happening, Chubby? We got the Chubby. We've got 3 answers. It is boxing. He is a boxer. And Boy Rabbit. Boy Rabbit knows his boxing. Just doubled your points there, mate. Axel, looks like you know your boxing as well, kid. Cheated. Cockfighting. what we got? Who got the third? Is there only 2 correct answers there? Surely not. Only 2 people going for that, are they? Who wants a point? There's a point going. Could be crucial. Who wants that point? Yes, Dennis, you were quickest. You were on it, son. You were on it there, kid. My singer, you just missed out there. Just missed out. Question 3. In which sport is Daniel Purvis an Olympic medal winner? In which sport is Daniel Purvis an Olympic medal winner? Looks like we've got a sports expert here in Boy Rabbit. He is a gymnast. Well done, Boy Rabbit. Making a comeback here. He's a gymnast. Axel and PP. I'm not sure what he does like. Not sure what he does, but with a name like that. In which sport, this is question number 4, in which sport is the Stanley Cup competed for? Which sport is the Stanley Cup competed for? That was a guess. Don't tell us that, man. Yes, we've got 3 correct answers. You're back. This. Lul's cow with the first correct answer. Ice hockey. It is ice hockey. Lul's cow on the scoreboard. Second was good guess that, Gav. Chubby, good guess, mate. Good guess. Randy. I'll keep Randy from crying for a bit. See. Now, Axel. Hockey. Now, these 2 dislike each other, yeah? These 2 dislike each other, Axel and Fact Notification, and you put me in a right predicament there, but Fact, I'm going to have to give you that one. I'm sure Axel will understand with his massive lead he's got here. Howler Head, what's happening? We got the Howler. Northeast number 1, what's happening? Question number 5. We will discuss and sort fights out after the quiz, yeah? We'll sort straighteners out after the quiz. I'll take care of it. Number 5. What sport takes place on motorcycles that have only 1 gear and no brakes? What sport takes place on motorcycles that have only 1 gear and no brakes? Boy Rabbit, mate, I get it all the time. It took 14 questions before there's a fight, you know what I mean? Oh, Lul's Cow's in here with the sports. It is Speedway, people. Lul's Cow. You've got 2 points, mate. Boy Rabbit and Randy. Speedway. Middlesbrough used to have a good Speedway team, you know. The Speedway was only a couple of miles from where I live. It's now a five-a-side pitch. But I think they were called Middlesbrough Bears, I think. Question number 6. Which female British swimmer won 2 gold medals at the 2008 Summer Olympics? Which female British swimmer won 2 gold medals at the 2008 Summer Olympics? Ooh. Tough one, that one, eh? I would have said Sharon Davies as well, Lulz, but it wasn't. We have got 2 correct answers. Pushing it there, Rabbit. You're pushing it there. You're going to get me filled in, but I've got to give you that. Axel, I'm glad you got that one right. If was Rebecca Adlington. Oh, PP. PP. Very fizz, don't worry, mate. Don't worry. We will have questions on strange people who see into the future. Don't worry about it. There's Letty's in the house. Letty thinks he's a little quizzer, doesn't he? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what Letty's made of, won't we? Question number 7. Who invented basketball? Who invented basketball? Oh no, I don't even know if you can have this one because no one can know that. It's going to be Googled. I'm going to pick another question. No, I'm not having that one. It's too hard. But you can stick your funny ones in, stick your funny answers in. It wasn't Danny G. It wasn't Danny G. It wasn't Mr. B-Ball. Some bloke. Celtic says it was some bloke. I think it was. It was some bloke. BB King. It was James Naismith, yeah, but you know what? PP, if you swear down, if you admit that you've never ever caught a fish, I will give you a point, and I'll give you a point if you put in the chat now and admit that you've never ever caught a fish. Gabby, Gab, we will have questions about famous gingers in the next round, mate, and some Wim Hof. We'll have a few Wim Hof questions. You admit, PP? Has he admitted? No can do. All right. Right. Well, if you lose this quiz by 1 point, don't come crying to me. You know what I mean? Right. Question number 8. In which martial art are bamboo swords used? In which martial art are bamboo swords used? What's happening, Ella? Bosh. Is Josh in? Ooh, we've got a late comer. Got a late comer who thinks he knows a bit. Right, we've got 3 correct answers there. It is Kendo. Kendo. And ooh, I've had to go back a while there. I think it's Chubby Rain. Chubby Rain's obviously a secret. Kendo. Don't fuck with Chubby. Who was second? Sure, it was Axel. It was Axel. And a third, I think I seen little Josh. Yes, Josh. Another fucking name I have to write out. You know, I've got a bad hand. It was Kendo. Question 9. What is calculated to be the richest horse race in the world? What is calculated to be the richest horse race in the world? I'm guessing in prize money. It's not the Kentucky Derby. It's not the Dubai Classic. We have 2 correct answers. Do we have 3? Anyone for 3? There's a point going. People. It's not Appleby Fair, Sean, but that was a good guess. There's a point going. And it's gone, and it is the Saudi Cup. Dennis, you just beat Thick Thighs there. Axel, it was the Saudi Cup. Dennis, one for you, mate. And it was Thick Thighs, wasn't it? No, Thick Thighs, you just got pipped. Axel, Dennis, what was the other one? PP. Question 10 then, round 2. A corner at Silverstone Racetrack is named after which prestigious school? A corner at Silverstone Racetrack is named after which prestigious school? There's only 2 that I know. I would have said both of them, what you've said. It's not Eton. It is not Harvard. It is. He's done it again. Hang on, just before anyone decides to kick off, just chill your beans, because so Dennis, you've got a point there, and Sammy Hamburgers, is it? Sammy. So it was Stoke-on-Trent. Dennis, Axel, and Sammy hamburgers. Right. After 2 rounds, that's 20 questions. We have Axel 1. Axel on 12. And on 5 points, we have Dennis, PP, Randy, Boy Rabbit. 4 points, fact notification. There's a couple on 3, Tracy, Fairy Fizz, 2, Selwyn Frogget, and Lol's Cow. Right, so for anyone who's kicking off, because Axel seems to know all the answers, yeah. So we had a little chat on a panel today, and I sort of guessed this would happen, yeah. And it doesn't. I mean, this would go the same for if anyone was coming over as like a brain box. Axel has agreed that if this does go the way that it's going, right, but we've still got 2 rounds to go, you know what I mean? Axel is going to come on the panel at the end, and he's going to prove beyond doubt to all of us if he is really the brain box. So, and I don't think there's many who would do that. There you go, Howler. Right, we're moving to round 3. I've ummed and ahed about this one. And it's going to be history. It's not going to be ridiculous history, but it's going to be history. We all done history at school. Question number 1 for history. So we're looking at Celtic, PP, Gab B for to be fastest here, yeah. You know, the older ones. How did Mata Hari die? His heart stopped is a good answer. It is good, but it's not what I've got in front of me. It's not what I've got in front of me. We have 3 correct answers, I believe, there. Like I said, don't rule out the PP. No, Axel, that wasn't, he didn't do that. Didn't do that. The correct answer, guys, is firing squad. That is what I'm looking for. It was a firing squad. Josh, I'm looking for firing squad, mate. And if no one else has wrote firing squad, you want to now. Might get a point out of it, or I'll have to give it a you know what? I'm going to give it an execution. I'm going to give PP 1. And because it's the first quiz back and I'm feeling generous, I'm going to give Josh his 2nd point there. Was a firing squad. I did say, fucking hell, I did agree to that before I seen that Axel had also said execute it. Fucking hell. Right, that was question 1, wasn't it? Question 2. You can get your funny answers in as well, you know. It's all fun and games, people, you know what I mean? It's all fun and games. Question 2. Who would live in a cell attached to a church? Who would live in a cell attached to a church? Got any churchgoers here? Got any church? Matter Hardy was a woman, exactly. See, what do I know? Who would live in a cell attached to a church? Now, I do believe that Axel did know this, because PP knew it as well. It is an anchor, right? PP. Let's not forget, people. Some people do know a lot of shit. That's a great guess, Fizzy. That is a great guess. Mike Tyson. That's another great guess. I'd love to give you a point for that, Celtic, but maybe next time. If anyone else wants to write anchor right, they'll get a point. Let's stay on till the end then, mate. And we'll I think we're going to have to put him on the spot anyway at the end of this. So if you're all getting pissed off with Axel, yeah, just I personally do think that he knows his shit, like, but I could be wrong. Thick thighs. Got yourself a point there. Question 3. Hang on. Who invented the bouncing bomb? Who invented the bouncing bomb? We got any bouncing bomb experts? Thank you, fact. Thank you, fact. See, anyone who knows invented the bouncing bomb? Like I say, mate, like I say. Missed a few comments there, but I don't think has anyone got the bouncing bomb? Barry Grant, I want to give you that. Like, I want to. Lulz cow. You know what? You're getting a point for that. Boy Rabbit. You're getting a point for that as well. Oh, PP, you little batty fish. Going to have to give you a point for that. He's obviously his predictive text as he's obviously talking to Barnsley Bill, isn't he, behind the scenes, so he's going to type Barnes in. Obviously, Barnsley Bill's come up, hasn't he? But we all knew that anyway. It's always been a bit weird. Question 4. What did... Oh, sorry. Hang on. Who was the top pin-up girl for GIs during World War II? Who was the top pin-up girl for GIs during World War II? Ooh, close with Pamela Anderson, like very close. It wasn't Marilyn Monroe. It wasn't Betty Davis. I would have said Susan Boyle as well, like Celtic. It wasn't even Vera Lynn. Wasn't Vera Lynn. PP was first because he had a picture, I think he still has got a picture of her on his wall. It is Rita Hayworth. What's happening? Steve McGee, Ray Bosh. Cindy Crawford, eh? I had pictures of Cindy Crawford, Sabby. Don't know about Cindy. But, yeah, PP was right first. There it is. Rita Hayworth. Axel's on it again with Rita Hayworth, and it's Richie. Oh, it's Richie. Whoever you are, you've got a point. Question 5. Who pulls the sovereign's coffin at a royal funeral? Who pulls the sovereign's coffin at a royal funeral? Who pulls the sovereign's coffin at a royal funeral? I know, Rabbit. Like I said, it's leaving itself out, mate. Leaving itself out. Outlaw King, what's happening? I've never seen. Was she as fit as Cindy, like? It's not a horse. It's not your ma. The coffin bearers. That's. I can't argue with that, but it's not what I've got here. Which I don't think it is. Hang on. No. Oh, that was a good question, that one, wasn't it? I can see one correct answer. I've just got to scroll back a little bit. Right, no. See, that was a tough question. So you were entitled to find out any way you choose, because it was Navy sailors. Navy sailors, which is a little bit strange, isn't it? Real bad man. Someone called Dave. He might have been called Dave, you never know. It's Richie. Point for you, my mate. Cy Bennett. It's a great guess and well spelt and everything. But it's not right, mate. PP. Sneaked in the back door there as usual, PP. Coming up from behind like Philip Schofield. Yes, so you learn something, don't you? You learn something every day. Question 6. In what year was the Boxing Day tsunami? In what year was the Boxing Day tsunami? Well, you all should know that. Even I knew that one. It is 2004. Mad to think nearly 20 years ago. Well, it is 20 years, over 20 years ago. Jesus Christ. I'm guessing there's a few correct answers there. Kay would have got that one right, wouldn't she? Axel, you were correct, mate. You were correct. It is 2004. PP and Sean Westerby. Sean Westerby, a new point on the board. Jeanette Graham, how you doing? Mass Singer, yes, really bad man. That's what I mean, Axel. She was, wasn't she? I did hear that, like. I did hear that. That's it, stay. That's it, mate. Start as you mean to go on in it. And we are on question number 7. Don't worry, folks. We're nearly there. In which year was eBay started? In which year was eBay started? Got some good guesses. We've got some good guesses. We've got... Yeah, we've got some fast people here. It was 1995. 1995, and the first correct answer, the fastest fingers all got it wrong. You're all faster than Axel, and you all got it wrong, including Axel. The first correct answer is PP. PP, you're out coming from behind here, mate, coming from the rear. Who's got the second one? Sammy Hamburgers, and it's Richie. Sammy, and it's Richie. 1995, people. Question 8. What did British Honduras become when it gained independence? What did British Honduras become when it gained independence? It's a great guess, Magnum. A great guess. It's not right. All these answers, they're all great. Shit all, I wanna accept that, but I can't. Steve, that's a great guess. It's a great guess. a nicer place. I mean, I should give a point for that. We've got a correct answer, by the way. We've got three correct answers. PP, you were first, mate. It is Belize. Belize. Selwyn Froggatt. PP. Was Axel in there? Did Axel get that one? I think he might have been second, you know. Yep. That is the end. No. We've got round question 10. Sorry, question 10. Taking it out of me, this. Taking it out of me. Question 10. Your last question on the history. Why was Felix Baumgartner in the news in 2012? Why was Felix Baumgartner in the news in 2012? Felix Baumgartner. What did he do? We've got a correct answer, by the way. We've got a correct answer. I need what's wrote on here, but I he didn't break the sound barrier. He might have, but it's not what's on my thing. He might have, though, doing what he did. Randy's first with that one. He dived, freefalled from space. He was that mad bloke who freefalled from space. Randy was right in there with it. See, Randy obviously knew that one. And I'm going to have a little look now to see who's getting these second points. Who said free fall from space? They're getting a point. Was that you, or was that Boy Rabbit? Free fall from space. Yes, Boy Rabbit, you were getting one for that. Who was next? Si Bennett, I want to give you the point there, mate. But you needed to put space in the answer, mate, like Steve McGeary did. As much as Steve doesn't deserve that point, I've got to give it. Good answer, though. Good answer. Right. After 3 rounds, we have Axel on 17 points. So he hasn't been fast on 13 questions. 3 people have been faster, and you know what I mean? 17 is a good score out of 30, but it's not genius. PP, I mean, come on, PP's on 13 people. Second place, PP, Boy Rabbit. You are third with 7 points, mate. Randy, you're fourth with 6. Dennis, you've got 5. Last round. Last round, people. Don't forget, I haven't done one of these for a while. You know what I mean? I have to get into Bamber Gascoigne mode. You know what I mean? But TV and film. Now I know that Axel only watches murder documentaries. So with that in mind, we're all in with a shout here. TV and film. First question for your TV and film. Which movie holds the record for the highest number of extras used? Which film holds the record for the highest number of extras used? Oh, that's some great answers there. There's some great answers. Can't see a correct answer yet. Oh, I can now. Great answers with we're all on the right tracks. We're on the right tracks. Wasn't Ben-Hur, wasn't Zulu. Braveheart, no. 10 Commandments, 300, no. You're all on the right tracks, but with the first correct answer, it is PP. It was Gandhi. 1982, Gandhi. And second, Cy Bennett. See, I told you, Cy, you'd get there in the end, mate. I think Gandhi was based on PP, wasn't it? Sammy Hamburgers. Go on, Miss Sammy. Trying to read me own writing here. Yeah, man, Gandhi. I'm not sure how many, but be fucking loads, won't it? It's an Indian thing, eh? Question 2, I think. Question 2. What was ITV's version of CFAX called? What was ITV's version of CFAX called? I'll give you a clue, it wasn't teletext. Yes, it was Oracle. PP, that's good enough for me because it tricked everyone with the teletext, didn't it? It was Oracle, people. Axel knew it and Sammy Hamburgers knew it. Sammy's on fire there with 2 out of 2. I know what you mean, Irish. I know what you mean, mate. How are you on a stay till the end, mate? These are not generic, mate. These are handwritten last night by myself. But you all should know that, you know what I mean? Right. Question 3. Who wrote Trainspotting? Who wrote Trainspotting? come on. I knew we'd get a few Danny Boyles in there. It's not Danny Boyle, people. It's not Danny Boyle. Amanda's in there. These questions are all about your fastest finger. It's Irvin Welsh. Oh, Amanda, I've got to write another fucking name. Fuck's sake. Irvin Welsh. Oh, we had you there, Randy, didn't we? Boy Rabbit was second. Come on, Randy, mate. You're letting the fucking side down here. Even Axel knew that one. Get your fastest fingers first. It's question number 5. When I decide which one it is. Since 2014, each episode of the TV show Deal or No Deal starts with how many sealed boxes? Since 2014, each episode of the TV show Deal or No Deal starts with how many sealed boxes? Such an easy show as well, isn't it? Noel Edmonds created that, didn't he, from nothing? It's not 32. It's not 22. See, one correct answer. Come on, guys. Since there's a reason why it says since 2014. The answer, Dennis, is the first one. It is 23. It's 23. If you don't believe me, ask Noel Edmonds or who does it now? That other gay one in there. Sammy. Axel, you were third, mate. You were third. Sammy. Question 6. Who played James Bond in Die Another Day? Who played James Bond in Die Another Day? It was Pierce Brosnan. Randy, you were first, mate. You were getting that. Irish, I'm going to give you that. Pierce Bryan. Just because I'm trying to put a bit of fun in it, mate. Pierce Bryan, I mean... Apparently, he was a stand-in Pierce Brosnan. Oh no, that was Pierce Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan. Yeah. Pierce Brosnan. Oh, that's quality. Pierce Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan. Okay, brilliant, man. Pierce Septum. You know, that would have put me under pressure. That if it was neck and neck, and that would have put me under pressure. Question 7. Don't worry, man. There's only four more questions to go. Which silent movie won the Best Picture Oscar in 2012? Which silent movie won the Best Picture Oscar in 2012? Now, there hasn't really been many, has there? It is The Artist. It was The Artist. And Axel was first again. Look. Sean Westerby was second. And who was third? Sammy Hamburgers. Yeah, I can't even read my own writing. Question 8. What was the highest grossing film of 2009? What was the highest grossing film of 2009? Randy was first. It was Avatar. Took years to make as well, didn't it? Oh, okay, hell. Irish Barbarian was second. Dennis, you get me into trouble, mate. But I'm already going to get loads of shit. I'm going to give Dennis it because he's my mate and I haven't seen him for a year. I haven't seen him for a year because I haven't been at work. I think Axel will understand. Fucking hell, man. Like I say, we'll sort all the fights out after we've only got 2 more questions. Which bill was a member of the Goodies? Which bill was a member of the Goodies? Goody, yeah. That's the one, isn't it? Yes, it was Bill Oddie and Thick Thighs. You were first. Oh, yes, you were first. Lol Cow, you were second. Thick and Howlerhead. So glad Howler got on the board there. That might be, he might not want to straighten her now. Now he's on the board. Rolf Harris, eh? Rolf Harris. Last question. Last question, then the fun will start. What is Strictly Come Dancing known as in the USA? What is Strictly Come Dancing known as in the USA? And that is your final question. Yes, Thick Thighs. Dancing with the Stars. That's Thick Thighs was first. Who was second? Oh, am I blind? What have I done, Mass Singer? Like I say, we always discuss all the issues at the end. You know, we sort the fights out. But Thick Thighs, well done. You were just warming up there, Thick Thighs, right at the end. Dennis and Randy. Oh, we can see who watches. See what shows Dennis and Randy watch, can we? Right, and that is it, folks. That is it. Right, let's give you a quick rundown, and then we'll get right into it, to the nitty gritty. Right, Axel is obviously the winner with 23 out of 40. PP, you were second with 15. Silver medal for PP. And third, I've got Randy with 9. And I just need to check Boy Rabbit. Randy, bronze medal for you, mate, along with Boy Rabbit on 9. Sammy Hamburgers, the decent 6 there, mate. Lulz Cow, 4. Dennis, 6 as well, mate. Back notification, 4. Selwyn Froggatt with 3. Thick Thighs with 4. Oof. Fuck me, I'm glad that's over. Oof. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to play a little song, right, while I just eat a little bit of my pot noodle, and then we're going to get right into it. The camera's going on, the link's going out, and Axel's getting it, isn't he? Definitely.
Uninitiated, my name is Bobby Anthem, the motherfucking Inhuman, and I'm a nice guy too, fuck with me, but we ain't here to talk about me now. We're talking about my man Burbs, MC Burberry, and he's the best in the UK, true, no question. He's a nice guy too, till you talk that stupid shit. That's when you force my man to strike back.
On the mic, I'm like a nightmare. Been spitting fire since I was up in a high chair. I'd step on you bitches and leave you right there, but I get shy on my nice white Nike Airs. You ain't worth the trouble, don't mean to fish your bubble, but I'm hot.
Spicy curry, Josh.
And I'm in a different league to you all right now. You're all floating in the sea and I'm the lighthouse. I'm looking down and you clowns are drowning. There's thousands around and yeah, you're all making the same damn sound. It puts me in an awful mood. I'm Plus I'm sick of hearing shit made with auto-tune. Yo, I flow like liquid, I don't need no dipshit in the studio to boost it, so I make a quick quit. I'm sicker than you with any equipment, equipped. You can flip any switches, bitches still gonna get whipped.
Kiss my ass, kiss my ass. Y'all motherfuckers can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, kiss my ass, kiss my motherfucking ass. And you can also suck my dick. You think you the shit, you ain't the fucking shit. You think you can spit this slick, you can't spit. You better learn who you fucking with, bitch.
Spitting spectacular lyrical acrobats. Even the guy in the mirror isn't half as classy. Thought that I was just drop liver and pass the bat, but blast them back with a mass attack and a massive. I'll always be number one, baby, that's a fact. Don't need to be on grime daily for practice raps or rap battle. No bodies in bars, that's the past. I just do it as a hobby, I'm not strapped for cash. But yet, I'm still better and I'm still the meta. Your girl still wants my dick and I'm still gonna let her. I'm still gonna get her better than you could ever. Might as well wish you well in your future endeavors. Really, who could ever think they're better than me? They're just babies in this game, I got that veterancy. I hear you talking about you walking around with heat all day. Mate, you're just sitting about your character from GTA.
Kiss my ass, kiss my ass, kiss my ass. Y'all motherfuckers can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, kiss my ass, kiss my motherfucking ass. You can also suck my dick. You think you the shit, you ain't the fucking shit. You think you can spit this slick, you can't spit. You better learn who you fucking with, bitch.
I drop bombs like rooting, there's no disputing. And if they try to deny it, then I'll find a new them. I'm blowing my own trumpet, I'm violently tuning. You can step up to me, but you'll be trying to do it. You're no competition, you're not even kind of a nuisance. Are they on my radar? It's just I'm flying too great. Defining gruesome when I rhyme, find someone who can find a solution to deny my revolution. The rhymes you're introducing are mind pollution and suicide inducing. Who in their right minds producing them? I wanna find a hallucinogen and do some again and spook them when they can see what I can still do with a pen. I'm looking for a better run, not new to offend. Forever running circles round and watch me leave them again. You're not illegible, you're terrible, dude, you can pretend, but you'll be begging me to please bring this feud to an end.
Kiss my ass, kiss my ass, kiss my ass. Y'all motherfuckers can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, kiss my ass, kiss my motherfucking ass. Kiss my ass, kiss my ass. Y'all motherfuckers can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, kiss my ass, kiss my motherfucking ass. Kiss my motherfucking kiss my ass. Suck my fucking kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, suck my fucking dick.
I couldn't have said it better myself, man.
I'm just playing. No, I'm not. Suck my dick.
Bosh.
Mr. Moon, how are you, sir?
What's happening, mate? Yes.
Yeah, I need a steward on that quiz, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
My
So,
number,
what's the problem? Come on, what's the problem?
I think you're
What
discriminating against people from down south.
Right. Is that what you think, is it?
Yeah.
What?
It's good, isn't it? It's a good angle. Come on.
It's not a bad discrimination, like it's not a bad idea, it's not a bad reason, but it's not true, it's untrue.
Oh, no, I know I had 59 points there, mate. 59 points.
Well, you had 15 right out of 40, which by my reckoning is about, what, 30% hit rate?
No, I had 59 points.
No. 15. 15 out of 40, which is not bad.
No, I know, it's all funny. It was a good quiz, and I enjoyed that.
Well, that was my first one back, PP. It's my first one back, so I was a bit rusty, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you'll get back in the swing of it, mate. You'll be out there and all like a proper quiz. Be like, who was that? Mastermind. You could get lets up, but what you have to do, you make sure you got all the answers have to be passed. Yeah. And in that way, he might get one right. Like you could say, passing the car, like not passing, fasten the vehicle in front of you on the motorway, saying, and getting in front of the vehicle on the motorway. And he could say, pass, boss, you've got one right. Because if it ain't, I don't think he'll succeed at any kind of quiz. Unless it's roadman language. He'd be good at that.
Took the words out of my mouth there, PP. Everything you said there, I was just about to say exactly the same.
Oh, see, I know. Yeah, that's my Google. It runs fast, man.
What do you think about my moon?
About what, sorry?
Look on the screen. Look at that.
Oh, that's good, mate.
Nice,
That is
isn't it?
good, Mr. Moon. Fucking
like it?
superb, bruv. You need to get about, mate. You need a bit of suntan, bruv.
I know, I do, PP. I don't get out much now, do I? Because I have like one arm, you know.
You got two arms. Don't start fucking victim claiming with certain ailments like fucking Jones. You know what I mean? He's fucking
so
expert on that.
I've got to get you so thick thighs thinks I sound 85, PP.
Bloody
How
hell.
old does she think you sound then?
I don't know, but big up Thick Thigh. I think she's done you justice there, man, because but you do sound older than what you look.
So I reckon I could pass for 40. What do you think?
Wait, give some lend me your glasses.
What are you laughing at?
Fucking hell. You've got some good puff up there, mate. I'm glad you found a good supplier. It's fucking about time. You've got plenty up there, mate.
What do you mean?
Pick up the weed. Or you've been on them mushrooms, you've been on them shrooms, haven't you? No, you do look well, Mr. Mo.
I'm
40, come on.
This is me when I'm bad. You know what I mean? You haven't seen me when I'm... Last time you seen me when I was fit and healthy was last year on my birthday. I remember when I come on, I had my denim jacket on. You jumped on. It was my birthday and I did a live. And I had a denim jacket on and paid homage to yourself.
To myself, yeah. I've still got that old photo with my old denim shirt on and my 501s.
Have you still
and
got
funny
them?
enough, I found my 501s in the back of my car the other night. Don't ask me how they ended up in the back of my motor. I ain't even worked that out yet, but I don't drink or drive or nothing, so don't think about that. But I don't know how they ended up in there, but I got my 501s back.
Are you still wearing them denim socks that you got for Christmas that year?
Oh, fucking right I am, mate. I've had them engraved, not engraved, embroidered. Is it embroidered?
Yeah, probably embroidered.
Yeah,
with PP.
Yeah, I've got some like diamond encrusted E. But I've got a little diamante on the dots. They look cool, mate.
Yes, Ian Beales, what's happening here, PP? Did you see Northern Kings earlier where he's got his old channel back and he was showing a bit of fighting trolls?
Yes, I did.
Memories back, that mate. That brought some memories back there.
Yeah, there's some old clips on there of Astring. I remember when Astring used to call me out. I was on like, I think when I used to listen to him, I sit there crying, mate. He wanted to kill me, shoot me, hit me with beer cans. I don't know what he wanted to do. That was before I met him at the 3D Fight Club.
Stick a 1 in the chat if you're unaware of fighting trolls. If you've never seen fighting trolls or you don't know who he is, you come to YouTube a bit late, because it's worth looking on Northern King's channel at some of them clips, because I just started laughing as soon as I seen him, man. Just sat there. I don't know what it was with him, but he just had something about him, didn't he?
He did. He was funny as fuck. He was like that in real life and all. He was 300 mile an hour, ADHD that is. He was 300 mile an hour, and how he was on the live, that's how he was. Like,
who else does a live with no top on? You know what I mean? Just sat there with no fucking top on, or a dressing gown on it. It was a dressing gown.
Dressing gown, thinking he's Hugh Hefner. That's what I got on him when I first got on his chat, because I was watching him for a while, and I thought I've got to get on here and ask him if he's a puff, because he sits there with his dressing gown on. So I jumped on it. That's why I asked him, "What are you doing getting on it? You're sitting there like a puff." And he's like, "No, I'm not a puff." And he started telling me about all the birds he's had, and I started laughing with him. Fuck me, he's a right character, you know what I mean? And boss, it was fucking funny as fuck.
People forget as well. Well, they probably don't forget, but he did a bit of bird as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he done a bit of bird. He had all that thrown at him, didn't he? About something about a car, and he burgled out, nicked the car keys, which so fucking what? What? You know what I mean? The geezer done his bird. He wasn't a bad man, Paul, but it was. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I might do a few of them. I might do show a few clips. You know, like one day this week on and reminisce. You know what I mean? Because it was fucking funny. Nothing like it is now. Like, there's nothing like it now, is there?
No. We used to talk face to face and have a laugh, and it all fucked up when, like, Lazari got all fucking brick thrown through his window, and then Hector And big up Hector. I love that geezer. He was a top geezer. See, Hector, he had so much to bring to here as well.
You still
He just
talk to him?
suffered with his mental health, Hector did, and a lot of people sort of led him astray and got into his head. When I was with Hector, I sort of started straightening his head out and getting him away from all of that. But yeah, he had a lot to offer, Hector, and fucking that's what fucked it all up. All that bollocks, mate.
Did you notice, if you watch any of Fighting Trolls lives as well back in the day, everyone had the camera on, didn't they?
Yeah. We still sit there
It was just
talking
the
face
done
to
thing,
face.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that makes, for me, it makes a stream. I always try to have my camera on. I'm not saying you have to, PP, but it
No,
does.
I don't care about
For
mine,
me.
mate. I put my camera on. I couldn't give a flying fuck, bruv. It is what it is. And I
That's
like
what I
having
mean.
my camera on because it's good talking to people and communicating with people.
Yeah, man. I don't blame anyone for not having it on, by the way. I totally understand that. But what I'm saying is, back in the day, it wasn't even thought about. You just come on and you put your camera on in front of 800, 900 people.
Yeah. It is, and it's really, we should have prevailed with the cameras on and powered through that instead of getting caught up in stupid art where people's getting fucking things. That's why, and I don't blame people for not doing it because it's so easy now. Because with all this AI out, if you subscribe to certain AI, it costs about 300 quid, but you can use facial recognition. And I guarantee you people will use that for things. And it's sick, really. See, people like that, they're not really the kind of people you want to associate with. But it's just a lot of people, for some reason, just like fucking up people's lives or trying their hardest to do so, which is a sad fact, really. Ain't no way. If people fuck their own life up, then they need to reflect on themselves and pick themselves up and rebuild their life and progress with it. Not just go around trying to fuck everyone else's up because they fuck their own up. But
exactly,
it's unfortunately.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He had his haters as well. Let's not get it wrong. Let's not get it twisted.
Listen,
he had a few.
Paul was getting his mum was getting trolled. And his mum was fairly old. His sister, oh, fucking hell, mate. His sister was larger than life. Funny as fuck she was.
If she didn't get the grief, she would have. He would have kept going with her because she brought something else, didn't she? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And again, when you met her, she was like that in life, just full of energy. Fucking, but she had a bit more brain on her than Paul. I'll give her that. She had a lot more intelligence than Paul.
Most people did.
But yeah, he wasn't the brightest of sparks, but it was just funny as fuck. When he used to get trolled and there'd be in his chat, he'd go, What do you mean, me? And I'm sitting there laughing. And yet he played the game really, really well. But towards the end, it was other channels looking at him, thinking that he was making hundreds of thousands of pounds out of it, which in reality he weren't making hardly fuck all from it.
I remember he came after the 3D Fight Club, right? Or on the build-up, he told everyone this on Daryl Adams a couple of months after he came on the panel, and he said he made £3,000 1 month on the lead up to the 3D Fight Club in donations.
Yeah. Well, he put a lot out to people, but that was 1 month. For all what he put on, that wouldn't have been every fucking time.
No,
he was getting it. He was earning a few quid. Don't get me wrong, he lost his way a little bit, Paul. In certain aspects of things. But I was always defending him. That was a funny one. And all, do you remember when Paul Clayton was fucking hell. I know Paul personally. He is massive, mate. He is fucking massive. His fucking arms are thicker than my thighs. Do you know what I mean?
He was a beast, buddy.
Meter. Yeah. Paul, he was having arguments with Fighting Charles, wasn't he? Because Paul was meant to have been talking to his bird, but that bird he was with at the time, she was fucking lethal. The problem she caused him. And yet I went on there arguing with Paul Clayton about Paul, and I was like, yeah, and he's going out, Peter. I'm like, yeah, you can't. And I'm looking at him thinking, look, the size of his cup. When I know Paul Clayton personally, and when I saw him up in North Shields, just looking at me laughing at it, you know what I mean? I was fucking throw me 400 yards, you know what I mean? Without even thinking about it. But yeah, another good guy. He got told to fuck and all, Paul, for some reason, but I think that was more to do with that previous fucking relationship. But I still talk to Clayton now.
Yeah. Who was that woman who he was with? She used to come on all the time. Yeah, he was with, what was she called?
I can't remember her name. Was it Steph?
Steph. Yes,
Yeah,
Steph.
yeah. Well, I met Steph when I went to see Paul. He was still with Steph.
Mm.
And she was a nice girl, but we all went out for a drink and she cut up rough one night. And Paul didn't used to fucking beat her up or anything like that. I was there, mate. She was giving me a load of grief. Like, pop on, I'm thinking, fucking hell, mate. And madness, mate. But he ain't with her now. He's moved on with his life. He's doing all right, Paul is. Thank God. He's still off his nuts.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. You know, he used to talk to Monk a lot back behind the scenes. I know Monk said, like,
Yeah.
that he helped him out a lot, you know, with training and stuff. When Monk was
Yeah.
going to the gym, he used
Listen,
to
he's an
motivate him.
encyclopedia. Clayton's an encyclopedia in bodybuilding and proteins, vitamins, food, enhancers. He is an encyclopedia in all aspects of that.
It was like that rivalry. You were either behind Paul or Ashstring, won it. Obviously, I was Paul. I think you were Paul as well. But it was brilliant.
Of course, I've backed Paul up. Yeah,
it was fucking brilliant, man. The build up of that, everyone, man, was. I don't care what you say.
It was that first Friday Night Fight Club was good. I met a lot of people there. Donny Boy, I had a pint of beer with Donny Boy. Steam they come down to see me. There was loads of people in the old chats. I can't remember a lot of their names, but fucking hell, there was loads of people there. It was fucking good atmosphere. That was really
Donny
good.
Boy was Paul's original first opponent, wasn't he?
Opponent, yeah, and he was ill, yeah. And then they tried to put him in with that other geezer, and thank God Paul got out of that fight because the other geezer he was a chef and he was massive and he fought someone else and fuck me, the geezer would have killed Paul when he watched Paul and Ashby. Fucking hell, he'd have fighting him. Oh, that was a big match of the century.
Slow Joe was another opponent, one. He was talked about. Joe, what's he called?
Joe Kidd. Joe Kidd. Yeah. Yeah, see, Paul fucked up because he should have gone over and spent all his time with Venice because Venice had him could have had him for 4 weeks. He could have had 4 to 6 weeks every day training with Venice. But he didn't. I think he had about 4 days. So Paul kept fucking off and doing what he had to do and then turned up and Paul had 4 days with him.
Well, I met Paul Venice, right, at his gym after that fight, and he told me, he said he couldn't handle him. He couldn't handle Pablo. Like 4 days was enough, you know what I mean? Because if you remember, he was going to do his corner right at the start. He was like, "Yeah, I'll be in your corner," and then at the end, he was like, "Nah, fuck that." But they were good mates, like, and
yeah, they were. And Paul Venice, he stayed Howie with Paul to the end because Venice used to jump on the show, didn't they? And he built his channel, and he didn't throw Paul under the bus after that. He showed a lot of respect towards Paul and continued to show appreciation for Paul, giving him airtime and Paul getting his channel off the ground and building it all up. But yeah, he should have stuck with Venice.
Can you remember when he got Steve Wraith on?
Yeah,
Gary Furby. Oh, he had Atwood on, didn't he?
Atwood. I had Atwood. Now, I knew nothing about. I was new to this corner of YouTube back then, right? But I knew Atwood had done something. There was a drama with that bird. I can't remember her name, Callie. Right now, I knew basics about it, but I had Atwood now on the show. There was me, Paul, and Dan Riley, and Sean Atwood. And what I wanted to do, I was talking to Sean, he's going, yeah, hello, PP, and talking to him, and I wanted to hit him with right off the bat a question. And as soon as I hit him with that, Dan Riley spoke right over me. Now, he heard the question, Sean, but he had too long to think, so it's gone. It was gone. So when he said to me, Sean, "Oh, what'd you say?" I went, "Oh, nothing, Sean. Yeah, don't. It weren't worth asking it again." And I thought, you bastard, Dan. Out of all, that was a 1 in a million shot to ask him the question right off the cuff without he didn't even know I knew about it. So it would have been a right fucking surprise, that would have been, but it fucked up.
When he was trying to get his 200 quid off Dougie Joyce as well. Fucking hell. Yeah. That was fucking hilarious as well. But he did rip a few people off, didn't he?
I think what it was, it's just, I used to do security for Southside boxing promotions with a friend of mine. And a lot of the boxers there, it was white collar. They'd get a wage, but a lot of their wage was based on ticket sales. So they'd go promoting and have their own fan club. Don't forget, a lot of these people were YouTubers. Now, Paul, like you said there, Paul got $3,000 before he even turned up there. Now, Dougie promised him a wage. He should have honoured that, and he should have honoured the other people's, at least honoured their hotel, train fare, and a drink, because that night it took a fair amount of money. The only thing, it wasn't mega packed, and the actual venue is a very big venue, so it would have cost him a few quid to have hired and put together like that.
Yeah, you were there, weren't you, PP? You were there.
Yeah,
so
the first one, yeah.
Who else was there then? Who else did you meet?
Fucking hell, there was loads
Norris
of people
was there, wasn't he? Norris, yeah, I met Norris. Big up Norris, mate. I've not seen him for ages on here. I know, we was on about him earlier on, like, honestly, I haven't heard anything from him for months and months. Like.
I hope he's all right.
Expo was there, wasn't he?
No, he was at the second one. We had a table. Dougie gave us a table for the second one. And I couldn't make it because I'd had an argument indoors and I had my dog and I couldn't take my dog. And there's no way I'm leaving my dog in the car at a fucking boxing do. Not a chance, mate. So I couldn't go to that.
It was a terrible fight, though, wasn't it? It was a terrible fight. You couldn't even call it a fight. Yeah. It was terrible.
It was funny. You got two.
I don't know what we expected. I don't know what we expected, but I don't know.
Yeah, it hit my expectations because what we got here, we got two YouTubers who's both hyped up and give it the right last one, and they're getting in a ring. None of them's ever boxed before. Right? You've got Ash, who's absolutely obliterated, out his head on fucking. Would have been called him Ash Drink. And we had Paul fighting Charles, who was not so much on the alcohol, but he started hammering something else. I don't know what it was. So it was a fucking turnout, and it was entertaining. Let's have it right. It was fucking funny.
Because let's not forget, was that the one that Bobby K was on as well? Or was that
Bobby K, yeah. And I've got to give it to Bob. Bobby K turned up on his own. And I remember talking to Bobby in there. I was like, "How you doing, Bobby?" And I said, "Do you want a pint of beer?" And he went, "Oh, no, I'll have one after the pop, after the fight, Paul. Blah, 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 but get us some water." I got him a water. And he was there on his own. He had no support, and he was walking around with a Scottish flag tied around his neck. And I thought, I've got to give him that. He's as bold as brass, but he was pitched out against Ben Hassett. Right, which again was mismatch of the century. But again, did you see the second fight with Bobby K where he met the Scottish guy and it was filmed up in Scotland and he had a lot of street fucking better? That was quite a good fight. So he turns up, Bobby K, for what he is and what people say. He fucking will turn up and have it with you. So you can't knock him for that.
Hey, can you remember Bobby K first come on fighting Trolls, didn't he? And he was a right junkie, one of him and his mate. Can you remember them? The pair of them. They used to come on his paddle and everyone just used to rip him. He was proper into the gear.
Yeah.
You don't remember? Yeah.
And then he had Sean, what was his name? The geezer who was next para. Oh, bloody hell. He had a bit of history, that geezer. Something Carroll. Gary Taz Carroll.
Oh yeah,
I don't know why he got non-stop. So this is the thing with YouTube. Gary Taz Carroll was in Iraq. He was in a fucking proper siege out there where he got ambushed. All documented. All his cars got blown over. And then people were nonching him off.
What's the word for them people? Renegades or something? You know, where they're going the private.
Mercenary. They were mercenaries. Sort of like what would you call it? Security, TSG, OSG is a term from OSG. I'll get it in a minute. What it's called, like mercenaries, but they're freelance soldiers. Good money, and he was actually part of that. And like I said, the parachute regiment. That's no muggy regiment. That's just 90% of people in the SAS come from the parachute regiment, as 90% of people who get in the SBS come from the commandos, the Royal Marine Commando. So they are a very fucking hard. I had some good conversations with him, Gary Taz Carroll. I like the geezer, but then all of a sudden people were nonsense. I'm thinking, what the fuck is happening here? And he just fucked it all off. But he was backing Bobby, wasn't he? And saying, yeah, Bobby K, you'd back him up. But Bobby ended up going on his own. But he turned up. Can't knock him for that.
What about the other Sean? What about the other Sean who who turned up once but then didn't turn up?
Who was that, man?
Jim King. Got his second
Sean. Yeah, he didn't fight no one, did he?
He was a character, wasn't he, Sean Gregg?
Yeah, he was. Sean was. I met Sean. I met him down at Hector's gym.
Yeah.
Down there, and then on the night he was meant to fight Hector, fuck me, he come out with more excuses than fucking Jones could ever come out with. And Hector was a professional boxer. He weren't a bully, Hector, at all. But it made me laugh because all these people used to slag him off, mate. If they ever met Hector, they'd fucking kill him. Do you know what I mean? He weren't no fucking mug. That's for certain. Yeah, I'm still talking to him. Hector he's doing well. Hector is.
Is he? Because it was Hoover, wasn't it? He was Hoover's brother-in-law, wasn't it?
Yeah, Hoover.
He was another one. Hoover was a good laugh. Like he was a good.
Yeah,
laugh.
Hoover, funny as fuck. It was. He was very good, Hoover, at tracking people. Very, very good. Getting him. Remember when he got fighting Iris because he's trolling Paul and then fighting Iris, put some money in Paul's account, made out Paul had done something fraudulently, shut Paul's bank account down, the cunt. But we got his name and Hector Hoover. Fucking scandal. Oh, mate, he done that video. Fucking hell. It was fucking funny Hoover.
Didn't he? He got into a spat with Uncle K as well, didn't he?
Yes.
Remember that was getting naughty as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, Uncle K again. See, Hector, if Hector got hold of Uncle K wouldn't stand a chance. Would not stand a chance.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all right throwing these hurty words around and then starting going around. Same with Lazar. I like Lazar. Lazar used to sit there in his front room holding a panel with fucking 800 people in it, right? Yeah. Talking on his own, right? Just talking about complete bollocks, but he was funny and witty as fuck. And again, when he's windows, I'm thinking, wow, it's not fun. That's not funny. That's what fucked the whole of YouTube up, was all of that people. And what is there about throwing bricks through someone and running away? What does that say about someone?
Well, Uncle
I know one thing. If someone
said
to me, PP, do you want to come out and we go and do it and throw bricks and we run away? I'll be like, you are, what are you? I'll be like, you cunt. I wouldn't expect you to even ask me for something like that. I'd call them out on it, let alone get involved with it all.
Well, remember him, Mickey Ord? Didn't he have a Mohican, Mickey Ord?
Yeah, Mickey Ord. He was a guy I met him. Nice geezer. Mickey Ord, nice geezer, yeah. He was from down Kent, down my way. He was down Kent. He was from Mickey. That's what I mean. He should have got his money because he spent a lot of money coming up here. And I think he used up his his allowance, what he had for his fucking house. He used it up to come up and do it on the promise that win or lose, he's going to get a wage, what to cover everything, and then some. So it was a bit of an investment, but he ended up getting nothing, the poor fucker. And that was wrong. Absolutely wrong.
Where you living these days, PB? Did you say Croydon earlier on? Is that where you're at?
No,
Croydon?
In Fulham. My mum lives in Croydon still. My mum's still in the house, but I was grew up in. I was born in Norwood.
It's Fulham, North London.
No, it's Southwest 6.
There's some money in Fulham in there.
Yeah, it is. It's just over the water from Putney. I could walk from my house. I could walk over, walk into Putney, basically. Not far from the Thames. But I'm not here long. This house is up for sale. It was only bought as quick, get it, turn it around and flip it and out. So it's got to be sold because it'll start costing me a lot of money being here with how I obtained the property.
Kieran, sorry, PP, just before I forget, did anyone see Andrew J's relapse last week?
No, I heard about that.
He had relapse on the live. It was shocking, mate. Oh, man.
He went from fucking... Last time I see Andrew J was when he stayed at Tim Smith's, and Tim had to throw him out. And then, I tell you, put him out. What was his... He was a nice geezer, all from London. He paid for his hotel. He wouldn't give him money, but he paid for his hotel. Oh, mate, the geezer he was shagging that mad bird who used to be with that titchy geezer. What was his name? Ballygirl. Yeah, he was with Ballygirl.
Oh, you're on about Leo? Leo.
No, not Leo. No. What is? I can remember the geezer's name, but I don't want to say his name. I can't remember his handle.
I know what you mean, mate.
Yeah.
used to go on shufflings and that, didn't you?
Yeah, he did, yeah. If you get his handle, see, I know his name, I don't want to say his name on it, something I don't want to do, but I can't remember his handle.
Began with a P. It was the name of like a place in London, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
P,
it was, yeah.
Someone in the chat will get it.
Yeah, someone please get that because it's doing my head in.
Proper Cockney lad, wasn't he?
Yeah. He's from Brixton. Nice. No, he weren't from Brixton. He's from East London, but a nice geezer, really nice geezer. I talked to him. I ain't spoke to him for a while. I'll have to see how he's doing. Bootle. That's it, Bootle. Liverpool, not London. It's the Liverpool area. Bootle. That's it. Yes, Bootle. Yeah, pick up Bootle, mate. I've not fucking heard of him for ages.
He helped out Andrew J out, did he?
Yeah. When Tim Smith had to throw him out, and he's like, I ain't got no money. Bootle said, go to an hotel, I'll pay the hotel. And Andrew J's like, well, look, send me. And Bootle was, oh, I'm not giving you the money. I think he paid for him for 2 nights in a hotel. And then Andrew J moved on, got himself cleaned up, which he done fucking well. And now I heard that he threw it right out. I heard about this. I need to find his new channel. If someone can put that channel in the chat so I can hit it and sub to that. Because I remember him fucking hanging, falling off his chair. He used to be able to drink for 3 days on a row. It's like, they drink, don't they? You know, them new people who's appeared. The trans guy. And in Friends, Darth, Lady Z and Darth. See, Darth Viper. I was having a chat with him in his chat. He ain't a bad geezer. I like him. And I can't knock him for standing by his friend. Right? I admire things like that, people who stand by their fucking friends and don't sell them out for people on YouTube, but they don't even know because the pressure's on them. Like people they don't know, they're them people, they're just worthless, aren't they, really, the people who do that. And he's standing there and he took a load of shit. And at the end of the day, Lady Z, if that's how she is, that's how she is. There's nothing anyone can say or do about that. And like I said, I don't judge people. I know I call people big puffs, but that ain't aimed at the gay community. That's just aimed at men in general, because it's like, hey, you call someone, yeah, up your big puff. It's quite offensive to call another man that. And I do it in jest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was having a good chat with him. He was quite like the geezer. I'll have a chat with him on the panel.
Yeah, because if 2 people can talk about the old days on YouTube, it's me and you, mate. You know what I mean? Because 4 years I've done.
Yeah,
I started after Cody Lackey, though. I've never seen one of Cody Lackey's lives. I think
Cody Lackey was just, because I've been on here a long time, but I was more on the fishing side of it. But then lockdown came, I started coming over here, and then same as you, Cody Lackey had just been sort of come on top, so I wasn't there for that. It was Fighting Charles I picked up on, and I used to go in. Whose channel was that? It was a guy, I think he's passed now. He used to have a ruthless channel. I think it was the Wasp, and he used to be having arguments with Brian Hell. Oh fuck me, mate! They were the fucking memes and the clips back then, and all. It was very hard to do all that, and they were fucking hammering it, like really funny.
Yeah,
I remember once that Brian Hill used to go on like he met a load of people and he knew all these people, and he was talking once going, yeah, I know Ben Hatchett is a mate of mine, blah, blah, blah. But someone got his voice, re-clipped it and shuffled it about. And it was Brian Hill calling out Ben Hatchett. Oh, I'll tell you what, it made me cry laughing when I heard it. How the fuck these people done it all the way back then? But I'm not tech savvy, so my son, he'd probably find that easy to do something like that. But me, I can't even do it today.
Yeah, so you've struck up quite a good friendship with Kieran, haven't you? Our Kia's here. You get on with him, don't you?
Yeah, he came to see me when I was fishing down at Bluebells. I like Kers, yeah. Good geezer, nice geezer.
Yeah, great sound to me, out of you know what I mean?
Yeah. Same with Bob Cart, but Bob Cart is the biggest fucking wind-up merchant going. Similar to Romeo.
I like Bob.
Right. And that's all he is. He's here to have a laugh and a buzz, and he loves just saying mad things. But I used to do it, get on panels, just say absolutely outrageous things to them and trigger them, and sit there laughing my bollocks off. It started off, at first, I was just having a dig at people because of what they'd done to Paul. So I was backing Paul up, and then I started getting into it, thinking this is quite funny. You know what I mean? Triggered and having arguments, like 6 people going at you, and I suppose it was the start of the madness on it. But I never took none of it personally off of people, although I had some mad things done to me. One thing I took personally, but that's personal to me, and it just don't need to be spoken about. But like I said, that's just something personal to me, and it is what it is. But all the other stuff on all the other channels, all of that, there was nothing in there, although there was a lot of doxing going on there back then, which again was sad.
You know what was sad as well, PP? I think now I've had a good few friendships on here, right? Like there's people I still talk to now, Daryl Adams.
Yeah, Daryl,
yeah. But there's another one, I think you know who I'm going to mention, don't you? Went out under a bit of a dark cloud.
Go on.
He was probably my best mate on here. He was always on Fighting Trolls. Dave Smithers.
Oh, Smithers, yeah, Smithers.
That was sad, that. It was sad.
It was
sad
very, very sad. And I had a little pop at Dave, but I'd done it not to have a pop at him or bring any controversy to him, but to give him a bit of self-reflection. I've not heard of him for fucking ages. Have you?
He's got engaged. He got engaged at Christmas. He's got a new woman.
Brilliant.
With his wife. It looks like it. He's on Facebook. Louisa's friends on Facebook with him. I haven't got Facebook, but
I'm really happy for him, and I'm really happy he's got himself back up and running. Because I used to speak to Smithers right from the beginning. Yeah, I used to talk to Dave, and I was devastated. Yeah, when it went off and everything, fucking devastated. Because. Like you, I used to talk to him behind the scenes with certain things, and towards the end, I was thinking, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" But it is what it is. It's I'm really happy he's back up and running and got himself back together, because he is a nice geezer and hard working, and he's come from a very bad place into a good place. But it's a lifetime work beating certain aspects of things. It goes on for the rest of your life, and everyone fucks up and falls back. It's just one of them things. But I'm glad for him. I'm glad he's doing all right. I've not got Facebook, so I only use YouTube. That's about it. I've got Instagram. What I use.
You can't have Facebook these days. If you come on YouTube, you can't have Facebook, can you? Or you can't have any open settings on it, for fuck's sake.
No.
You know what I mean?
Nah, and it's fucking sad that people want to do that. It's like people give out hurting words to people, but people just come on to troll people. And it's fucking sad, and it's nasty when they bring families into it and things like that who ain't on here. It's like I've heard people going on people for something when something's already in the public domain. If something's in the public domain, it's in the public domain. Many people have said that. And then when the public domain, someone's used something from the public domain on someone, all of a sudden the same people go, "Oh, you're out of order doing that." But when it was done to someone else, we'll go, "Oh, it's in the public domain, it don't matter." But that's just the hypocrisy of it all. You just got to laugh at it.
PP, that's what I meant to ask you, PP. You know, right? I'm well known for like asking questions and trying to find it out. So, when you were in prison, yeah. Have you ever seen, or do you keep in touch with anyone who you were inside with?
Loads of people. I'm very good friends with some. Fucking hell, some people. A good friend of mine in Blackburn. I spent years with him, and years with a few other people. Probably. In a personal capacity, I was in there for a long time. Like, I'll just go for one example. We friend in Blackburn. He got a 6. He got his first parole, so he would have done just over. What did you? Back then it was 2, 4, 6. It was all 2/3 his sentence. So he went for his first parole after 2 years. Well, probably with my friend every day. He's probably done about 2.5 years. When you're with someone, 2.5 every day for 2.5.
But you're padded up. You were padded up
paid
with
up
him.
on remand with a cleaner in Preston. That was just Preston, and I weren't getting transferred about. And then when we got sentenced, we got split up for a while, and then we were back together in Risley when I got put to a cat seat. So, yeah, I stay in touch with quite a few people, very good people. And it's good because it gives me, where I spent a lot of time, because I've done a lot of my sentence up north, because I got nicked in Blackpool. Well, got nicked in London, but the offence was in Blackpool.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I used to live in Leeds. So I've got a very good connection of people all around the north, the northeast, the northwest, Birmingham, down south. It's just how prison works. And yeah, so I've got some very good friends. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I watch a lot of like murder things and that, and forensic stuff on the telly. You know, it's my favorite thing. But you couldn't get away with anything these days, could you?
No, it'd be a case of you'd have to look what they've got and learn how to use what they use to your advantage. That's just going from thought. If I was ever wanted to be a criminal, I'd use what they've got to my advantage.
Yeah.
I.e., there's certain aspects of things you could dress yourself up as, say, a certain geographic. You could walk around and no one would even bat an eyelid, and no one could even identify you. Do you know what I mean? Unless they can start getting you by your bottle. But it's a mad one. But like I said, crime, it's not in me. Well, you never forget where you come from. And I'll tell you what, this time last year, when I was up at Bob's, fuck me, it brought something out of me. What? I hadn't had a mindset since the 90s, and it was still there, and it was still within me, the control, keeping everything in control. I had everything in my head, what was going to go down, but in a way, I'm glad it didn't.
So was it Christmas when you were up at Bob's last year? Was it
yeah. I was up there for solely one reason. Yeah. And that was it. Although Bob, big up Bob Carr, I love that geezer, mate. And what he's done for me, I'll never, ever in my whole life forget that. And if Bob, I put myself out for Bob, if he ever needed me to. Without a doubt.
Yeah,
he makes me laugh when he's arguing with people.
There's some decent people on here, mate. Like, I always try to keep this channel, like, try to keep it real, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's people like fuck notifications been coming in here, right, since day one. And like when he isn't in here, I notice all the time, like if I do a live and he's not in, I think, oh fucking hell, you know what I mean? Where have they all gone?
Where is it?
Most of them have been coming in for.
He's been here years from Paul's Day's fax notification, triggering people. He's triggered the fuck out of me. Do you know what I mean? You think you can't have a menu back and forth with him, right?
You remember Jockney? So Jockney took fact notification under his wing, right? He had him in a little gang. It was funny as fuck. He'll remember it.
I don't remember all that.
Him and Ultra. Remember fact.
Stallone Roses, and I'm thinking, fucking hell. He's got, what's he thought? He's got all these people who are going to go out and troll for him, and I thought they'll all switch on him sooner or later, and it was quite funny to watch because inevitability, isn't it? That's what it is. It's inevitable. What's going to happen at the end of it? Because they're on it to laugh and buzz off people, not to join fucking or fraternalise with people. We're going to have the fraternity of the stone on YouTube. Oh, fucking hell.
Boss Dog's another one. He's a legend, man. I mean,
Boss Dog, yeah, he does the cooking, yeah. He does it, yeah. It's just drama. Everyone loves drama. I like listening to it. Now, like I said, next year when I'm out fishing, I'll start going live again. I'll pay for my StreamYard and get it up and running and having a laugh. But I have an open panel for anyone. Don't get me wrong, when I say anyone, I ain't going to let Roxy or the Shadow Banter or anyone like that. But anyone else, well, I'm unaffiliated. I've got certain affiliations to people, obviously, but I know the people who have got certain affiliations, so they're very thick-skinned. They don't give a fuck. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them. I will have it open if people's got something to say. I will allow free speech within reason. I don't want doxing.
Yeah.
All I don't want is doxing, racism. That's about it, really. Anything else, I couldn't give a fuck about.
You know the shit that you had, like, you know the shit you had at your house, PP. I won't really go into it. It's just skimming over it, right? Were you shocked at that?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, very, very shocked.
Did you ever think it would come to that, where people are fucking doing that?
No. I thought, worst case, someone would come down possibly and ring up and go, right, you can't have got a problem with you. You need to come talk to me and sort it out, which I would have obliged that. I don't care about how old I am. If I upset someone that bad, I will try and sort it out with them. But for grown people to do something like that, it shocked me.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's mad.
Absolutely.
And
it didn't affect me. It didn't affect me. I tell you, it devastated my ex-wife, and it devastated my kids, and it fucked all their Christmas up. Me, I didn't. It made me switch off emotionally. I switched off from everything. Really, I haven't really switched the emotions back on from it. I talk to me kids, obviously, still talking to my ex-wife, but it's all moved on from it. So it affected their lives more so than mine, which they didn't deserve that. And people can't blame me for it.
Being the person you are, we want revenge on that? We wanted to exact some revenge, or
it would have been, say when I was up at Bob Cart's, it would have only gone two ways. Either I would have been doing life or got killed. That would have been it.
Yeah.
Like, there would have been there weren't no in between. And there wouldn't have been no weapons like firearms or something. Oh, well, I didn't have any. Right. So it wasn't that sort of road, but that was the option. So I was hoping it would come to that. I'd done my miles, but it didn't. Looking back, I'm glad it didn't, but inevitability, our paths will cross. Right, that's inevitable.
So you haven't forgot, have you? You haven't forgot.
Like I said, there's certain things that's going to be personal forever because it didn't affect me. I couldn't give a fuck about hurty words and things like that. So it affected people who I loved, and they didn't need any of that. And it still affects them because I ain't there no more. So it affects them still, but it is what it is. It's one of them things.
Yeah, it's very sad, mate. It's just shows you, doesn't it, on here? Like, because for people, a lot of people talk about it and people argue on here, but there's only a few occasions where it's ever come to anything like that, you know, where someone's actually turned up at your house or...
Yeah, and when you look back at it, at all the arguments, like with Hector, Lazar, certain other arguments where similar things have gone down, there's certain people have been sort of involved with a lot of it. Do you know what I mean? So it's a mad one. It's not a big. It's not a hard puzzle. And the worst thing about it was, at the time all that was going on, there was people who was contacting my niece who's still at school.
Yeah.
And they were using the account on Instagram. The account they were using was Man Like Rome. Man Like Rome. Man Like Rome. Mad, isn't it? Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? And the puzzle is, it still comes together, the puzzle.
There's a few still mysteries out there in the Postman Pratt. Do you have your ideas about Postman Pratt?
Well, the only Postman Pratt, I saw one account what just used to go in mildly and jokingly on Jim Smith and a few other people, and you had another one which was blatantly fighting Irish, which he admitted to, which used to go in hard on a lot of other people. So it's a case of there ain't no mystery to it.
Yeah.
It was fighting Irish. Right? There's no mystery to it. But people, this is the thing. People's known how he's worked for years and what he's done. People supported what he done and how he worked. One thing I'll give him credit for, he showed no alliance to anyone. So he'd throw anyone and everyone under the bus.
Yeah.
But back in the day when he was doing it, people were loving it. And then when he turned around and started going in on them, a lot of people was going to me, "Oh, Pete, what are you?" I was thinking, hold on a minute, where was you when he was going in on me? So why the fuck are you even on? You cunts are all there laughing about it. What are you asking me for now? It's laughable. So it is what it is.
So what you doing with yourself through the day now, Pete? Are you still doing a bit of it with the cars? Are you still selling cars and that?
I do cars. I've still got my agricultural sort of side of things with weed control, which still doing
a bit of that there.
Yeah, I will step back from that, but I'll let someone else take the reins over. But you can go through company house, people who want to, you won't find nothing on there because it don't work like that. It's a sole trading company. So it doesn't work like that. But yeah, I'll still have my fingers in that, but I want to be back on my fishing next year. The cars I continue to do, but I've got people around me who help me with that. So again, we'll be doing.
I don't know where you find the time to because you've got quite a big opinion on like the government and that, haven't you, and the world politics and stuff, haven't you? When did you get into all that, like?
More so just over these last few years and since COVID. Since the COVID guys. And don't get me wrong, I love diversity and I love each to their own. But this diversity is being used as a guise. And if you look at diversity and the people who are using it, like the people who are in Scottish Parliament today, well, they're sitting there going, "Oh, why is it full of white people in? Why is it?" Well, it wasn't. There was people in from all different sort of ethnic backgrounds. But now it's getting dominated by one geographic, the same as London. The same as all the mayors in all the major cities like New York and Manchester, Scotland. Look at Scotland. And if people can't see this, and I remember when I weren't even anything to do with politics, but my dad used to always be into it. He used to watch Welding Action, a money program. Like he spent years in Jeddah, which is Saudi Arabia. He was an architectural metalworker and curtain walling. And I remember sitting there with him in the 80s, and it was when, must have been fucking late 70s or 80s, it was when Iran changed. And the person who had taken it over was saying, "We will take the West without raising what they call their sword." I can't remember the name, what they use their sword, but without doing it with violence. I thought, what's this fucking soapy cunt mean? But it always stuck in my mind, and now what they mean is they will take us by our own daftness and infiltrate our political and how we have free speech, because don't forget, they don't have free speech. It's ideology. It's very dangerous, very, very dangerous. And I just feel sorry for not so much my kids, but my grandkids. That's why I'm getting a little bit involved with it. And people need to wake up to what is going on. These people do not like us.
Have you noticed how the protests have all slowed down, though? Or these YouTubers, they were at the protests outside the hotels and that. It sort of got to a crescendo, didn't it, in the summer? And you
can't see when I put posts up. I can put posts up about certain things, and the views, they get loads of views. In the political form, nothing. Can't see none of the comments. And I follow a lot of political channels, and when I comment on them, my comments, I might get, "Oh, someone liked your comment." I look, and there could be 300 likes. But I'm thinking, fucking hell, I didn't even get no notification. I only got one saying someone liked it, and this month's down the line. Oh, look, it's 300 on one. So I've looked at it, what the comment was, and it's where they shadow ban you with it.
What does that mean, though? I don't understand what that means.
It means that you're broadcasting to no one, basically.
And how do you know that you're shadow banned?
Pushed you right out.
How do you know? How do you know? You don't get told, do you?
You view. 1 minute you have so many views, next minute it'll change, and you'll have so many likes, and then that'll change, and then you get no notifications for nothing, none of the likes, nothing like that. Just things like that. It's weird patterns. You think, fucking hell, it's a bit like the what do they call it? The Mandela effect, but with likes, views, comments, things like that.
And has that only come in since all this, in the last few years, this shadow ban?
It's got worse. It's got worse. Right. But it's got worse for me since I've been going more into putting political posts up and having opinions on it.
Mm.
And like some of these people, now don't get me wrong, I love opposing I love free speech and opposing. This is what's going on now with the left. If they don't like what you've got to say, they don't want to hear it. Like J.O. he put out there, Tommy Robbins shouldn't be allowed to broadcast. He put out there, I shouldn't be allowed to broadcast. I shouldn't be able to talk to people. But he's an advocate for free speech. But they don't want free speech because they don't like what people's got to say. But this is what I will say to people. I hope to God I'm wrong. I really do. Hope to God I am wrong in how I predict England in 20 years.
Yeah.
And I hope to God they are right, but my heart tells me that ain't going to be the case. And me personally, it's like all these politicians are bringing all these people over here. When something goes wrong and people from this country get hurt, raped, kids, anything like that, anything bad, they should be accountable for that as well. Right? Not just sit back and all the people start going, well, it happens anyway. So when they say it happens anyway, so what does that mean? Oh, we just make it worse then. I've watched a few of the inquiries into a lot of all what went on with like Rotherham. And I'll tell you what, I'd say to anyone, watch that inquiry. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right? Watch it and watch what went on. Right. Watch there's like something like 10, 20 police officers left the job that day. Right. One of the officers said to
when
the
it came on top.
Yeah, not came on top. No, they one of them said to the parents of the girls, your girls are in custody at the moment. When they're finished, I'll make sure that I'll bring them out to you. All of a sudden, this copper couldn't find where the girls had got. They'd put them in a taxi and sent them back to the house where they were being abused. These kids were at school. And the copper had to go to the parents, who he's give his word to, that they make sure. And he's got to say, well, after they've gone, where they got? Back to the house. And what happened was the parents of the child rang the old bill and said, listen, my girls are being abused in this property, blah, 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 blah. The police have turned up, gone in the house. They arrested the girls for drinking alcohol underage and smoking drugs. It wasn't even their house. They were in a house with 50-year-old men. And then they're taken away to a police station and then put in a cab and escorted back to that house where they came from. And when you hear it, and that's the tip of the iceberg. When you hear it all, right, it'll fucking make you cry. And you think, what the fuck is going on? Right? And then I sit and watch Sadiq Khan when Susan Hall asks him question after question. And she's very specific and he sits there and he makes out he don't know what she's talking about. And what he's actually trying to do there is actually trying to gear up to race bait her into saying something where he can then victim claim and go back and try and get her arrested. That's exactly what he's doing. So he's not even acknowledging it.
Yeah.
Acknowledging this problem. Yeah, it fucking sickens me, really. And it's depressing.
Yeah.
But I'd say to anyone who's out there, like I've said to a lot of people, just spend an hour a day and educate yourself. Spend an hour a day and educate yourself. Read everyone's read the Bible, but read the other side of what that's about, the ideology of things.
Mm.
And what it's based on. It's a sad fucking fact.
How's your health anyway, PP? Because obviously, my health's not too good at the minute. This ties in with like why I had to wait 9 months to see a neurologist, a surgeon. You know what I mean? 9 months I had to wait.
No, I know, mate. I know you've got something going on with your wrist, which links into a lot of other major problems.
It's the first time I've had anything wrong with me in my life, mate. First time, it's like shocked me. It's absolutely shocked me.
And you've gone from working to not being able to work, which must be crucifying. Not being able to do things when you set.
I won't be going back to that job. I can't go back to my old job, like not a chance. But I'm still on the books. I'm not getting paid by them anymore, but I'm having to go to the job centre now to claim ESA, it's called.
Listen, get on it. Get on it, because you are entitled to all that, and get on. What's is it?
PIP, you're on about
PIP. That's the one, right? Get on that. See, I should get that for COPD. You've got COPD. I've got it bad and all. I control that with drugs, what work for me, not what's prescribed. Don't get me wrong, I take fucking bagfuls of what's prescribed for me. And I used to pay for my prescriptions because I'd be on 2 Ventlins, Quaver, Foster, Tiotropium, Montelukast. I'm sorry, I'm just running through these in my head. Prednisolone, right? C3,
I paid £20 last week for a prescription.
Yeah, and I was paying £10 for each of them for years, right? Each fucking thing. And it was Cindy who said you need to get a prepayment thing. I was paying £10. Every time I was going, it's probably costing me something like fucking 60 quid a month for medication. With a prepayment, I think it's something like fucking £130, £140 a year. And that covers everything. But for years, when I try to say, look, why can I get the money back for the last 10? Fuck off. You ain't getting that back, you know what I mean? But it's fucking, so you need, get on it. I mean, you've worked, and that's what it's set up for, is to help people like you who's worked and fucking. But I don't mean to say, because some people are fucking disabled from birth and they can't work. So it's set up for people who are struggling in life to give everyone a quality of life, which is what people are entitled to. So it's meant to be a nightmare trying to go through. It's not about how ill you are. It's about, from what I can gather, it's about how you score certain points on certain aspects of things. You could be absolutely fucking dying with the best surgeons and registered fucking doctors in the world backing you. But if you don't fill them forms out right, you ain't getting nothing. And that's how sad it is.
Yeah.
It might be worth, if you don't understand it, or getting an advocate. Is it an advocate? Yeah, getting an advocate to help you. Is that the right word, advocate? There is another word I was going to use, but I can't think of it.
Yeah, that's what put me off all the forms I've got to fill out, and that it's like fucking hell, mate.
Yeah, I've done it before, and I got knocked back, then got knocked back again. Then my registrar said, look, you can't continue because I use a lot of weed killer. And Monsanto, their products, although they won't admit it, have been linked to many lung diseases and other things. And I get them in concentrate form and use Monsanto products in concentrate, as well as other weed killers. So, but just kept getting. But I think if I pushed it all the way to the end and said, bollocks, I ain't having it, and I'd get it. I would get it, which I might do this year, because I want to knock everything on the head, like I said. And because you can get that while you're working still. PIP.
Yeah, you can.
So keep on keeping on it. Don't take no for an answer. Like you just said, if you can't go back to the job you done, then you can't live on nothing, and you deserve a quality of life. So keep on it.
I'll get through this operation this month, mate, and see what happens. Yeah, but you've got to have your health, mate. If you haven't got your health, you've got anything really, have you?
No, you fucked. You fucked. Like, imagine that. Imagine like Danny G got that golf club, didn't he? What someone bought him. Imagine if
Yeah.
someone gifted you one of them high-end golf clubs. You'd be fucking devastated, wouldn't you? That caused you more psychological fucking harm. Yeah.
I'd be thinking they were taking the piss, mate.
Yeah. You'd be trying to get hold of, what's his name, Oscar Goldman, see if you can get a bionic arm. I said, oh, Steve Austin when I need him.
Class, mate, class.
Anyway, what's happened with Danny G? I've heard he's left, and I heard someone was sitting outside his house, which is naughty. See, Danny G.
I still follow him, PP. There's not many on this side, but he's in Tenerife at the minute, and he's living his life in Tenerife, and we're getting to see it all through video. Craig, who's doing daily shows on it, all his lives. Yeah,
that's an obsession. That's weird. That's weird, mate. It's weird.
He's making good money out of him as well, and Danny's got to like just take it on the chin, basically.
Well, Danny, he's got everyone clipping him, right? He's mastered it because he laughs at it all. Very thick skin. No one has copped the amount of grief as Danny G's copped, right? With clipping channels and everyone else doing it, and he laughs at it, and he's fucking mastered it with the thick skin. And I sit there laughing, thinking, he ain't the mug in all this, right? And the other people, like Video Craig, he's a 50-year-old man who's got an obsession. He's making money out of having an obsession with another man. To me, I know what I think's the weirdo, and Danny G ain't the weirdo out of this. Don't get me wrong, he's done some weird fucking things.
It is. Strange, it's mad. Yeah. It's YouTube, it's just fucking crazy, man.
It is absolutely mad. But have you seen that channel? It's called Clown's World. I come across it today. Oh, fucking hell, mate. They had a video, I've just subscribed to it. They're going in hard on Video Craig about certain aspects of things. Yeah, I was having a look at things. It's all fucking interesting.
How did you come across that?
Clowns, it just came up.
Clown World. Yeah. He's on loads of people.
Off of who I'm subscribed to.
It's AI, isn't it? He does AI stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah, does AI.
I've been him for a while, mate.
Yeah. Very clever, but very interesting.
I'd love to know who that was. I'd love to know who's behind like accounts like that. You know what I mean?
It's mad, isn't it? It's like Ebenezer Greensplat. Look at him or her. The info they get.
I know, right?
And the words they're very old school, very, very old school. Right? That's without a doubt. And some of the things they get, they fucking know people. Some of the things what they put out and the people they're putting them out on, you think, how the fuck have they found or got on that so quick? So the things you're like, wow. But again, it's just one of them things, isn't it? If you use your head, you could, like, I know full well, I could build myself up as PP, and then I could create some mad clipping channel that takes the piss out of me. But it's me, right? And I could push to take the piss out of me to push the piss taking channel bigger than my actual channel and start monetizing it and spinning it. I reckon these people on here has got about 6 or 7 monetized clipping channels. Good luck to them. It's there, mate. The money on social media is fucking. You're talking telephone numbers you can earn if you get it right.
Yeah.
Absolute fucking madness. So it's fucking That's what I'm saying. Which I tell you what, if I was young, social media was about. I don't know what.
No, I often think about that. You know, I often think about that. We'd have made a fortune, wouldn't we?
I'd have made a fucking fortune on it, Mr. Moon. An absolute fight. I'd have been a millionaire without a doubt.
Yeah, because you can just stream anything, mate. All you have to do is I'm monetized, right, PP, for one reason, right? If I get a short, I got monetized just after Sparky's Shack. Remember when he had that them shorts that went viral.
Yeah.
He gained about 80,000 subs in a week.
Yeah.
If I get one of them, my shorts are monetized. If I get something that just goes viral, I'm just interested to see I'll make a few quid out of that, you know.
The most I've got 3 shorts out there what's made over 10,000 hits. I've got one on my backup channel, which was bomb around with a B-2 bomber flying, but it's AI. Right, it's AI. I've got one where I was in Holland talking about, when I was in Holland, there's like central, it's probably about fucking 2 foot long in the middle of the road. And I made a video saying, yeah, look at this in the middle of the road. There's no paths, because there weren't no paths. It's like a country line, but the roads are there are pucker. I said, that's where you got to walk. And if you walk down, there's a bike coming. You have to step out of the way of the bike. I said, so far, I've seen 4 people getting knocked over. Oh, mate, some of it, I've put it on private now because all the trolling. But I was getting comments from all over the world going, well, that's a bit mad. What about the people getting run? I'm sitting there laughing. When I was out there, me and my mate Mick was in London crying at the comments. You couldn't even reply to them because how people were so naive is unbelievable. It's fucking, if that can happen, you know what I mean? Yeah, you have to get out of the way of a bike, and I've seen about 4 people get run over so far, slung over the bonnet.
Here's one for you, PP. I get a load of shit for this one, right? And I want to know your opinion. Dan Riley. Now, you know Dan Riley, right?
Yeah.
As well as I do. Did a tree fall on his leg?
Did it?
Really? You don't think nothing to do with the tree?
I don't think there was any fucking tree in any of this equation, because it would have had something in a local paper. Man trapped by a falling tree.
I know. I've looked at all that. I still believe him, but I don't know why. Still believe him, because you couldn't make that up.
The only thing that might have happened, he was climbing a tree, stood on a dead branch, it snapped, fell out, landed on the floor, and the branch what snapped fell on him. Right, because he was with his mates and he had to go 3 miles for the ambulance to get to him. They chopped this tree down with an axe he bought out of B&M.
I know what you're saying, mate. I know.
It's fucking madness, absolute fucking madness. Maybe he fell out of the tree and broke his leg, which I don't know. But it's just, why would anyone come out with a story like that? That's the thing.
Even Dan Riley couldn't make that up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you would have read the comments I got when I was talking about people walking down the middle of the road in Ireland with cars either side you, right, doing 60 miles an hour, and if anyone was walking the other way, you have to sort of step out in the road to get round them. And I've seen 4 people, 5 people get run over so far. I've only been on the road for 2 miles. And the comments I was getting, it makes you wonder how people's minds work, right? And like I said, since being on YouTube, you think you've seen everything, but I ain't seen nothing since I come onto this platform and seen some of the things what's been done, said, and fucking happened. You're like, wow. You know what I mean? You're just naive as fuck. You know, it don't matter where you've been or what you've been through in your life. You're as naive as fuck when it comes to social media.
And,
yeah. I ain't seen it, Ray. He's old Dan Riley. I'll tell you it was for me, that video Axel made, the Tramadol with Dan Riley.
Oh my God. Brilliant. And that's one of my favourites, that is one of my fucking favourites.
Yeah, that had me crying. That fucking pre-gab
Dan, isn't it? Pre-gabs. Yeah, Mr. Pre-gab. It's funny as fuck.
And he's got all these clips where he's doing these mental things like shagging donkey stuff and all that. He's fucking a blinder. Absolute fucking blinder.
That's what I love about Northern King's channel, right? People slate him and that, but he as a host, right, his show is not just about him sat there. He brings photos on and he brings people up, highlights them and makes them main screen just at the right time. That's what he does good.
It's very controversial, right? And it's controversial in every single aspect. And it's a lot of funniness. Yeah, it is. It's funny. I like it.
Like some of the pictures that they've done, like the one where Dan's with got his mate and he's got his head. But that actually happened. That actually happened. You know what I mean?
I know. Yeah. Yeah. A geezer he's met on the road, don't even know the geezer, and brought him home. Then the geezer's got him in a compromising position. Absolutely. This is what I
Doesn't help
mean. You
himself,
can't.
Dandy. Doesn't help himself, does he?
The best thing you can do on social media is to have a full-on open mind, mate, and do not try and work out anyone's mindset, because once you try and go down that road, it just sends you around the fucking bend, mate. I spent a few hours doing it when I first come on here. I was getting trolled, and I was trying to work things out. And I was thinking, what are you doing, you cunt? All I'm doing is driving myself fucking mad with, am I any closer? Am I like, fuck? There's so many variables, right? It's just an impossible equation.
Yeah.
Madness, mate. Madness.
Well, we'll see what this year brings, mate. You're going to do a bit more fishing, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll go and bang on the fishing, mate. 100%. I've got a big do to go to, but I can't say too much in case the people watch. They're friends of mine. So I might document a little bit of that at a bit of party. That's very soon. After that, next year I'll go and bang on the fishing. Still got all my syndicate waters to go to. Meet up with a lot of my friends and get back out with them. Angling, well, a couple of my pals, they're flatlining cars now. Like, do you remember my mate Yorkshire's Finest? He's doing a lot. Yeah, he's doing a lot of flatlining, like quarter-mile sprints and all that. He's loving it, loving life.
Do you ever see or hear of Sean Kersley now? Because I'm sure I've seen him on one of these audited channels. He was out in Manchester. He lives in Manchester, doesn't he?
He lives in Salford. Sean, I was in prison with Sean in the very early 90s. I met Sean at the 3D Fight Club and talking to him now. And he commented on one of my videos the other day, and he said he's got to go. He's had a few problems. He wrote it in my chat, so he won't mind me saying it. He's going into rehab and all that. And I was like, good luck, Sean. Listen, you got my number, because he has got my number. Give me a shout, mate. And I'll talk to you, because I'll support him all the way I can through that. He's a nice geezer, Sean.
He's a character, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's a good geezer, Sean. He's funny as fuck, mate. He kills when he used to get on calling people out. I'll really top off. He was fucking funny. Yeah, good geezer, mate, Sean. Yeah. Yeah, I met Sean. Like I said, I was banged up with him. And then since being banged up, met him, met his wife, his kids. Nice geezer, mate. Nice geezer. So I wish him all the best, bless him.
Another one from Fighting Trolls. When he, soon as Fighting Trolls went, you never seen him again. You know what I mean? Yeah,
and he come up, didn't he? He was out with Billy Moore for a while. He's doing some good bits. Billy Moore, he goes to all these different towns, and he's bold as brass, because he goes from some of them areas. He was down in Fulton Heath in Croydon. Now, Fulton Heath in Croydon, it's a beautiful area, but it's one of them. You get the wrong fucking day there, mate. There's people there who just fucking pull blades out of you and stab you up, and they want to get in. They think you've got 20 quid in your pocket. They want that score. It's fucking And he was down there and he was having a right good chat with a lot of them there, and he does it in other cities. And it's quite interesting. So that's good YouTubing. And it's good because it's showing you. And the decline in everywhere, like the decline I've seen in cities where he's got the different parts and he goes to the rundown areas and you see how much it's declined is. And really, things shouldn't be declining, especially fucking society and sociology in society should not be declining like that. And these drugs, I'm seeing people now in the UK on drugs, and I'm thinking, what the fuck are these drugs? They're bent in half. Like, you know, like you see in that Kensington. They're like standing there, bent in half with their head on the floor, and I'm thinking, how the fuck?
Space, isn't it?
Yeah, but how the fuck could anyone say that's above?
I know,
You're standing in the middle of a high street, bent over like an ostrich with your head on the floor.
Getting some shape.
Fucking blacker.
They're getting some shapes, don't they? Fucking hell.
You can create an Olympic game out of it, can't you? Like fucking, it's like gymnastics gone wrong.
Some of them, man, are just fucking hell, man.
It's fucking mad. But it must be. Imagine you're walking down and you're like someone who's had quite a sheltered life, in your, like, say, fucking 40s, 50s, and you come across something like that, it's going to frighten the life out of you, isn't it? You think, what
It
the
is.
is all that about? Absolute madness. Oh, fucking mad. Anyway, Mr. Moon, I'm going to jump
Yes.
off, mate, and get another vodka.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure talking to you as always.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's the one PP, lad.
That's still one, bruv. You take it easy, Gaze. I'll be in the chat. God bless,
I'll
mate.
catch you in about, mate. Nice one, PP. Cheers. Yeah, man. Cheers to PP for... What night are we on? It's Sunday, isn't it? I fucking hate Sundays, you know. Don't know what it is, but I wake up on a Sunday and I just know it's a Sunday and I just feel fucking depressed. Even worse when you've only got one arm, you know what I mean? But anyway, respect to everyone who's popped in. Like I say, that quiz, you know, my quizzes, I like them good. That was the first one I'd done for a while, so it was one of them. And we'll get to the bottom of the Axel thing. I was talking to Axel today on his panel. And I said, I'll get loads of shit because you'll get them all right. And he knows the score, you know what I mean? Yeah, I was hoping Big Baz would come in anyway, Randy. He might give Axel a run for his money, you know what I mean? Remember Big Baz? I'll have to text him, but the next one will be a bit more finely tuned. Because there is questions that you can put out there where Google won't even help you, you know what I mean? But yeah, that one was just put together pretty quickly. But the next one will be better. Right, I'm going to end it, guys. Randy, Fact, Sean, everyone else who's been in. We've had a few ghosters there. The chat wasn't moving much. But big up to even all the ghosters. I don't blame you. I watch a lot of stuff now, you know. I watch a lot. I still watch a lot. And I don't comment. Most of the time because it's hard work being in a chat, innit? It's hard work being in a chat, but still know all the real ones, man. Randy, you're a real one, so in fact, respect, man. It's still only early, innit? 9 o'clock. We'll see who's last.